Bender, were you built without an imagination?
What? Don't be stupid. Of course not. It just hasn't descended yet.
Thank you for the introduction, Ben.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
No thanks, I'll be right. So this is my first video. I hope I didn't offend many of you commentators out there, but I do have one gripe. Often, all they talk about is Call of Duty, and often I want to see more than Call of Duty in a Call of Duty video. Season 13 does this well. I recommend you check out some of these videos. The other gripe I have is against those who do serious topics. What they tend to do is have a video and just speak in front of the camera. I tell you, I get bored of that. Would you really want to sit in front of a computer looking at this ugly mug talking? So I think it'd be a good time to mention my goal here. I'm a gamer. I love games, like Final Fantasy, Gears of War, Halo, and a range of other games, including obviously Call of Duty. I thought it'd be a unique combination to combine my love of gaming with my love of philosophy and science. I've been blogging for a while. I thought it was time to move to YouTube. What my blog does is I look at elements of the world around me. I've looked at Deus Ex through the eyes of philosophy and science, and many other things like that. Above all, I stand for reason and explanations. I won't actually say my point of views on a range of topics yet. However, this information will come over time. What I will be explaining in this video is René Descartes' idea of I think, therefore I am. So I thank you for showing enough interest to click on this video, and welcome to the Theological Effect. Before I get into the idea of I think, therefore I am, you need to accept two fundamental laws: the law of causality and the law of non-contradiction. The law of causality is that every effect must have a cause, because an effect is, by definition, something that has a cause. What this means is if we see a ball rolling on the ground, an action must have taken place to cause the ball to roll. What we often find is that someone kicked it. In this form, the law of causality is Newton's second law of motion, being every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The next law needed is the law of non-contradiction. What this means is X cannot be X and not X at the same time and in the same relationship. To put this a bit more plainly, Shakespeare is famous for saying to be or not to be, also famous for writing to be or not to be. In his play Hamlet, if the law of non-contradiction was true, one could say to be and not to be. To give an example of this, a beach ball cannot be a beach ball and a puppy at the same time to the same person. This law may not actually be shown in my logic for this video, however it will come in handy for the next one. So to figure out what he truly knew, Descartes sat down one day and started denying everything he knew. Imagine the idea that he was in the Matrix or in a dream in Inception, a reality that is not real, though it may be perceived as reality. So he thought about it, denied reality. Eventually he went on to doubt that he existed. So what do I have when I doubt everything that my senses tell me I doubt my existence? Well, I have my thoughts. A person with any sensory deprivation can have a thought, and many of them communicate this well. So we know that a thought is not the same as perception. The fact that my mind is able to conceive of thoughts must mean that I perceive them to exist. So Descartes doubted that he thought. The problem with this is that the fact to doubt a thought is actually a thought within itself. Therefore, a thought must exist. But for a thought to exist, there must be a thinker, because a thought is an effect, not a cause. So to doubt one thinks is a proof that one thinks, and for a thought to occur, there has to be a thinker, an origin of thought. So the phrase, I think, therefore I am, is a demonstration in how, because you think, you know you exist. Well, so now you know they exist. Well, I hope you knew that you existed anyway. What I plan on focusing on my next video is how things come into existence. No, I'll be not talking about sex, get out of your head. What I'll be focusing on is how things could hypothetically come into existence Depending on the response to these 2 videos will determine how I go forward with this project. So I highly encourage you to let me know what you think of this video in the usual ways. If you did like what I had to say and would like to check out more, please check out my blog on the link below. That's all for me today. I wish you well, and I hope that you keep an eye out for my next video.
Make your escape from life with them.